speaking of supplements, someone has a pretty good diet. Just from what you see in your experience, what are some of the supplements that most people need because they just can't get it through food, like you said, with vitamin D? What, even if you're having a good diet, where are we deficient?
Yeah, vitamin D, and it's not even so much as if you're having a good diet. You know, I have a great diet. Life happens. You know, I'm in Baltimore and I was running around yesterday trying to figure out where I was going to eat lunch, and I'm glad I had my supplements because lunch wasn't so great, you know, that kind of a thing. So I think there are just times that we can feel kind of like it's our safety net, right? But I think that that's a really good point. You know, I do bring up the point about essential fatty acids. I think the blend of vitamins and minerals that you can get from most multis in terms of multivitamin, multi-mineral is going to help you. And the minerals are going to be very, very key. And I think that we've focused so long on the vitamins. We're starting to get more of a sense of the minerals. But the other thing is that a lot of those supplements will give us the micronutrients. So they're things that we just need tiny amounts of. Oh, I need a little copper. Oh, I need a little of this. So, you know, we do need those smaller amounts. But one of the other issues is, like, for example, I spend a lot of time working with people on calcium-magnesium balance because magnesium, super potent for recovery. I like to say it's your hall monitor for making sure that you're obeying lights out, right? Because if you're not turning your system off internally, if you're staying in a state of pro-stress, then your body is never going to adequately recover, right? So magnesium goes inside the cells and turns off that fight or flight. So it helps every cell, it helps all of our muscles relax. Calcium is the opposite, it's a contractor. Now we need both. We need contraction and we need relaxation. Think of a heart pumping, think of our, you know, GI tract pumping, that sort of a thing. But the issue is, first of all, there's so much out there and doctors promote it, and rightfully so, we do need to pay attention to how much calcium, right? But the issue is that we also, as a country, tend to really like the calcium sources from a food standpoint. We like our dairy, you know, cheese, yogurt, milk, or we aren't consuming that and we're so worried about our calcium intake that we're then getting the fortified non-dairy milks or the orange juice that now has it in it, or, you know, all these different products that have added calcium to it. Magnesium's a little tougher to get. It's not bad, it's not difficult. You do have to eat whole grains. You can't be eating white flour or white pastas or white crackers or, you know, this sort of a thing. And the other part is the rest of the places, like our grains and our greens and things like that, they're also going to supply some magnesium, some calcium, just like nature knows exactly what we need. But if externally we're consuming a whole bunch of calcium, including a supplement, and we're not getting a sufficient amount of magnesium, we've got a real imbalance. So one of the ones I'm often recommending to people is magnesium, and I usually isolate it and have them take that in the evening. I love that. I take it all the time, the Natural Calm, which is a powdered magnesium citrate. And I'm like, okay, I just know it works for me on airplanes, it works for me to sleep in hotel rooms, it works for me at home, you know, that kind of a thing. And if we then are doing the things that are part of a healthy lifestyle too, where we're exercising, we're strength training, we're doing other things that are contracting our muscles, and we need to again relax, that's where the magnesium is going to help as well with that recovery.